Shalom. Before I get started, as always, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone while I learn this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect out there scattered abroad, pushing this truth on the four corners of the earth, risking lives and freedom to do so. It's the brother Tazamak coming back with a quick lesson. I'm going to call this lesson the fruit of our reward. Okay? And we're getting to the point where we're going to see the fruits of our labor. Okay, like they say in the world, the fruits, you enjoy the fruits of your labor. Well, we're getting to that point. Okay, we can tell by way of prophecy. This was never a thing meant to just, we're going to teach forever and life is going to go on and we're doing this for no reason and maybe in 1,000 years something magnificent will happen. We're at that magnificent point. It's not a fairy tale, it's real. Okay, and that magnificent point is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai cracking them clouds, delivering his elect, destroying Babylon the Great. Okay, Israel's going to get wiped out too, but it's going to get rebuilt, all right, in the right fashion, starting off with spiritually. Okay, because there's wickedness going on over there as well in our land, and that's our land. Okay, with heathens are occupying it right now. Number one, Amalek, the fake Jews, the small hats. Okay, we're the real Jews. But not trying to get off topic. We're in a point that we're getting ready to see the benefits. Okay, the benefits that we're going to be able to receive for laying our life on the line for this work, man. Making our body a living sacrifice. Eat, breathe, and sleep in this truth, man. Because there's nothing else out here, man. There's nothing else out here but this word. This is real life. Okay, we're going to have wives, castles, chariots, spiritual power, be able to talk to the animals. We're going to have it made. Okay, but the Lord is going to give us ours after, Yahweh Bashim Yashai and gets his, and then King David on down. Okay, let all things be done in DC and in order. But we're not laboring, like I was going to in the beginning of the lesson, we're not laboring for the hell of it, man. We're not laboring, okay, just to be a spectacle, because that's what we are to people, a show, fascination. Whoa, those guys are out there again. Okay, I'm gonna get some precepts going into this. Lord's will, this is edifying. Okay, so I'm gonna start off in the book of Matthew 20. Okay, yeah. This is Matthew 20. Or you know what? Matthew 24. Yeah, Matthew 24. And 36. And this is Yahweh Shai speaking. Matthew 24 and 36. But of that day and the hour knoweth no man, nor not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. So only Yahweh knows the day, okay, that Yahweh Shai is going to crack those clouds, okay, to where we're able to receive our reward, okay, because we're going to get new bodies, we're going to get spiritual power, we're going to get to see the fall of our enemy and actively participate in it as well, okay. Because we're going to come down as New Jerusalem, like it talks about in the book of Revelation. It's a people before it's a place. So when we come out of those chariots with the new bodies, all right. But nobody knows the day that the Lord is going to crack the clouds, but Yahweh Himself. So the people that were just talking about that we're going to get delivered, or the so-called rapture was going to come in September, they were off. Okay, because we say, okay, we know we're going to get a reward for our work. Okay. We know we're going to get a reward for our work, but we never put a date on it. Okay? And people stuck on that fail 2000 prophecy, which that was prophecy as well. That we should desire to see the day of the Lord, roughly paraphrasing. All right? So we say we're getting the reward, right? But we don't put a date on it. Okay, on January 10th, 2028, we're going to receive the fruits of our labor. No. Okay, but we know by way of prophecy, it is coming upon us. Okay, it's coming upon us. We're about to receive our reward. We're about to be free from our bondage. Okay, and I was bringing that up for a reason, because we don't know the date, but we know by way of prophecy, it's coming upon us. All right. This next precept I'm going to get is in the book of Corinthians, 1 Corinthians. This is 1 Corinthians 15. And I'm going to go about to the 58th verse. Therefore, 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable. That's my page slip. It says, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord Yahweh, for as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. So we're not doing this just for the hell of it, man. I'm going to do a video today and go eat a cheeseburger. You know, I'm going to go put together some lessons just for the hell of it. I'm going to go out to the camp and it's fun. I'm going to study just because. No, we're doing this for a reason. Okay? We're doing this for a reason. All right? We're feeding the sheep like the Lord commanded us, and the 12 tribes of Israel are coming back together. Okay? The elect is being sealed. All right? That is the purpose. The elect being sealed and Babylon being destroyed. So we're not doing this just because it's a fun thing to do. Even though we love teaching this word, it goes deeper than that. All right? And the Lord is going to reward us in ways you can never imagine. We ain't going to never be bored again. Yeah, the life might be boring over here, but it is what it is. I'm going to get this in the book of 2nd Ezra 4 and 34. Start at verse 34. Okay? It says, and he answered me saying, do not thou hasten above the Most Highest? Because, you know, Uriel was breaking down the vision to Ezra. For thy haste is in vain to be above him, for thou hast much exceeded. So we got to be patient. We can't rush this thing. We know we getting the reward. We know we getting the benefits. Come on. We ain't nobody. Okay, we blessed to even be in this position to know the truth and teach it. Okay? It says, 2nd Ezra 4 and 35. Did not the souls also of the righteous ask questions of these things in their chambers, saying, how long shall I hope on this fashion? When cometh the fruit of the floor of our reward? And it's talking about the kingdom. Because our forefathers were inquiring, I mean, we say, when we gonna get the kingdom? Okay? When we gonna get the benefits of us laboring, man? You know, so our forefathers was asking the same questions. Verse 36. And unto these things Uriel the archangel gave them answer, and said, even when the number of seeds is filled in you, for he had weighed the world in the balance. You know, the seeds is filled in you, talking about reincarnation. Okay, because we weren't meant to be delivered on the first go round when Yahweh Shai came before, you know, so on and so forth. We weren't meant to get delivered there then. Okay, we had to come back in different reincarnations, different bodies, right? Because the body dies, but the soul doesn't. So we had to come back in different bodies all the way leading up to this present time where we should behold him with our eyes, just like the scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing. Okay? So everything is leading up to this point. We're about to get our reward, man. I'm going to go to the book of Matthew next. This is Matthew. Okay, it's the parable of the penny, the laborer and the penny. This is Matthew 20, and I'm going to start at verse 1. For the kingdom of heaven, this is Yahweh Shai speaking. For the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man that is in the householder, which went out early in the morning to hire laborers. The householder is Yahweh Shai. Okay? And it says, which went out early in the morning to hire laborers into his vineyard. The laborers being us, the elect. Okay, because we labor in his work. The vineyard is the nation of Israel. Okay, so we got to labor to bring the elect together, man. To seal the elect. Verse 2. And this whole parable is very good. And when he had agreed with the laborers for a penny a day, he sent them into his vineyard. What's the penny talking about? That's our reward, the kingdom. Okay? The penny represents the kingdom. Okay? So that's what we're going to get for laboring, for doing this work, for going out into the vineyard, for teaching the nation. Okay? The only ones that are going to listen are the elect. Okay? Just like Apostle Gabar did a lesson earlier, talking about how come we can get it, but our family can't. The scripture said the Lord sent us out, one of a city, two of a family. Okay? You might not even have two people in your family. You know? When I woke up, I thought my whole family was going to get it. Don't work that way. So that's what we have to look forward to, that penny, the kingdom. All right? And I'm going to get it ready to close in the book of Isaiah 62, and I'm going to start at verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem. We're the watchmen. Okay, in Jerusalem, we're a people before it's a place, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of Yahweh, keep not silence. What does it mean, never hold their peace day nor night? We're teaching this word day in and day out by way of the unicorn, by way of the internet. Okay? And you can get it live in a person, come by the camp. All right? So day in and day and night, there's no rest. We're teaching. Okay? You got brothers uploaded all around the world. You know? And it's verse 7. Isaiah 62 and 7. And give him no rest until he established, until he made Jerusalem remembrance of people before it's a place of praise in the earth. That's what the Lord is going to give to us, man. Okay? And it says, give him no rest. Why is it saying that? We got to keep teaching his word until the Lord comes back. We don't take breaks. We don't turn our back on the plow. Okay? So that's what's awaiting us. Like it talks about in the book of Zephaniah, we're going to get fame, praise, women, chariots. Okay? The Lord's going to give us our heart's desire, like the scripture say. So this little thing of ours that we're doing, it's not for the hell of it. It's all for purpose. Lord's will. This was an edifying lesson. With that, I'm going to say shalom.